Don't forget to check us out on Patreon, where you'll receive exclusive content to videos that are not available on YouTube. And for those of you that like the one video instead of the 2 video format, you get that as well.
Bam.
For $1.
Bam.
It's $1 a month.
Yep. I think we're cooler than a bag of Cheetos.
You can't even get that for $1.
Hey, that's true. Not hot Cheetos, though. Only like regular Cheetos.
So check us out on Patreon, guys. We hope to see you there. There's the wire.
This is hard.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Just warming up. We're just warming up for Rush. Just warming up for Rush, guys.
Yeah, this is so dirty.
This is my part coming out right here. Right here. Here's my part. It's coming up, and then we're going to stop. Here it goes. Bring it back.
It's so dirty. That shit is dirty.
Crazy, man.
That shit is so dirty, man.
God damn.
And man, I don't know if you guys saw our last review of Opeth, man. We had call-ins for our patrons, man, and people called in. And, man, Opeth is just my shit. I love the way those riffs are so
Nasty,
dirty.
boy. This was crazy. The beginning of this,
dirty.
it was wacky as fuck with that keyboard. So shout out to Opeth on that one. That's called Sorceress.
Woo.
We just want to keep reminding y'all, man, that we're not playing, man. We ain't on that corny, gimmicky shit with this channel,
We're genuine with this shit.
We,
This is something that we really
enjoy doing this, and we've been expanding our playlist, as we said, and this is another song that me and Ryan both like from Opeth, man, when we were kind of going through their catalog. This song just grabbed us.
And if y'all ain't up on Opeth, you better ask somebody.
Go check that song out, Opeth Sorceress. But that was more of a warm-up for us
yeah, man.
to get into Rush.
So getting into Rush, La Villa Strangiato.
We think.
I hope this is how you say it. So
we know it's an instrumental.
And I believe it's on the 1978 album Hemispheres.
Yes.
Is where that song came from, which is kind of crazy because I saw Chronicles, and I guess that's a best of Rush. And I was like, man, this song is on a 28-song album. I was like, that's a crazy long album, but I believe that's just kind of a best of album.
Yeah, because it got the 2112 on there, which is its own thing. So yeah, exactly. So this is big request.
Yeah, man.
We teased our patrons with this one when we did another Rush reaction, which is on Patreon. We teased them with this one, and we told them that we were going to get back to it. So we're getting to it.
Yes, sir.
This has been a big request for a very long time for Rush. So I'm excited.
Yeah,
Rush is always
it's a long
treat.
song too. It seems like, right? Not 9 minutes and something.
Long instrumental.
Something
Hell
like
yeah.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
get into it. Rush, La Villa Strangiato. Yeah, we heard the first 30 seconds of this.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
That's like a Spanish type of
the Spanish
intro
guitar,
or whatever.
yeah.
Yep.
But from what we heard, it sounded dope.
I'm just waiting for Antonio Banderas to come out and fucking what was that movie that he was in?
Desperado?
Desperado, yeah, that was the shit.
Yeah.
Wait. Always like when drummers do that.
Cymbal shit.
And it's getting louder and louder.
I love that cymbal work, man. Love it. I want to make a whole song with cymbals. Can you imagine that? So we've heard up until
About right in here.
it starts to where the dan.
I love how it builds, though. It's louder and louder. Dude.
Lies.
What are you talking about?
There's 8 people in this band.
Yeah, I know.
Y'all got a couple motherfuckers underneath the stage or some shit.
I'm telling you, little men and shit working.
Yeah. Y'all got a motherfucking sweatshop of motherfuckers playing in the background somewhere. There's no way this is a 3-man band. No way.
Man, you know what, man? I'm really enjoying this so far, man. But you know what's sticking out the most for me?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry, man. Let me cut you off.
Man. I was talking shit. Yeah, go ahead, do your thing.
Is the cymbal work, man. The cymbals, how they're able to play those. I mean, the speed in which they're able to play it in conjunction with the music, man, that is really just mesmerizing to me. I'm like, man, that shit is just fire. And I love the change ups. I guess this is like a story, I guess, because I'm seeing the different acts here. It's like Act 1 and Act 2 and things like that.
And we read something before we started
or Chapter 1, Chapter 2.
What did it say? It said despite being an instrumental, the song tells a complete story, complete with plot and characters.
Which is crazy. With musically.
Right. And it's based on some nightmares from Alex Lifeson, something
that he had at one time. Yeah.
So interesting. You know, I'm not getting nightmare out of this.
Not
this
yet.
Seems very high. To me, I am a soul. Like, I've died and my soul is traveling through fucking parallel universes at this point. I'm going over mountains and, over the mountains and through the woods.
I can show you the world.
Yep. All that shit, man.
Yeah, it's definitely a journey. Definitely a journey. But
I'm jump ahead of the
yeah, exactly.
We can do a whole musical in this bitch, man. Shout out to Aladdin.
Dope, man. So, and
sounds great.
You guys probably figured out already. We're not gonna do the 2 videos, man. It's just, this is a long song, so let's just do one video. So
yep. Okay, let's keep it moving then,
yes,
guys. Enjoying this, man. This is obviously, as we expected, this is kind of what we were saying on Patreon. We felt that this would be more, in just the length of the song, we felt that this would be more of an epic sort of journey that they were going to take us through.
Exactly.
And it's living up to that. So,
absolutely.
Excellent. Let's get back to it. Yeah, this is hard. This transition. And it's frogged out too.
Yeah. Oh, this is smooth as hell. Crazy. This is smooth as hell right here.
And it's beautiful, man. Just, it's giving us sort of those prog, sort of slight, to me, it's almost like prog is off rhythm, but on rhythm.
Yeah.
To me. You know what I'm saying? That's what prog means to me. Like,
well,
make sure that's off rhythm, make it sound on rhythm, and make it sound
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Even though it's not technically off rhythm, but you get my point, guys.
But I think they do this shit the best.
And we said that so well.
Yeah, we said that in our other Rush song that we got on Patreon, man. I think they do this the best.
Yeah.
Because I'm not really a big fan of the time signature thing, but I think that they do it in such a way, like you said, it's just so smooth.
It's cohesive.
I think they do a good job spacing it.
Yep.
My point.
I think that's a good point.
So.
Yep, I agree with that. Yep, let's keep it going, guys.
This is smooth as hell.
Yeah, it is.
This is smooth as hell, dude. Golly. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, they...
It's beautiful. See, that's that prog shit, but it's high. Where are we at now? We're right here, right? Act 4. Yep, it's right there.
Oh, okay, there we go.
So we're on Act 4. This is where we at here. And it's beautiful. So this must be like him dreaming. Yeah. Right?
Hey, listen, man. Music is subjective, okay?
Dude, they are
It's subjective.
putting on the
I'm
clinic.
sure everyone has their favorites from all their favorite bands. I'm calling it now. This is the best work I've ever heard from Rush.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
They are-
And this hasn't even finished. This is the best I've ever heard.
And you
from
know-
Rush. This is phenomenal.
It is, dude. It
This
is.
is ridiculous.
And what we were looking at, guys, when the song was playing there is because it's broken up into chapters here. And it looks like this
My
is...
bad. Granted, I haven't really heard that much from Rush, though.
Right.
So take that for what you will. Go ahead.
Working Man's still my shit, though.
Working Man is
But,
that's gonna be my most played song, but in terms of the
musicianship and what they're putting, yeah.
greatness of it, yeah, this
Right. And as we said earlier, guys, this is broken up into chapters here, right? And kind of based on a dream that Alex, the guitarist, had, right? And right now we're in chapter 4, and it's him in Wonderland, right? Like him probably going into sleep, right? And I can hear that it's beautiful. You know, it says him in Wonderland. So I can feel that the euphoria in his guitar playing. Like he's just, this is what he loves to do, and blah, blah. And I guess the next chapter here is called Monsters. So I guess it's gonna be a stark change.
Yep, let's get back to it though, man. They're killing this.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, this song was phenomenal.
Yep. I hear it.
So we're in the monster section right now, but
Right.
to me, I'm picturing monsters like with jazz,
Chasing him?
No, with jazz hands. It doesn't feel scary to me. It's like dun, 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 like monsters just dancing like during a musical and shit, like dun, 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 dun.
Like a Disney, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Disney
Not
monsters.
like really scary monsters,
Right.
but I get
Like the movie Monsters. They really were scary and shit.
You know what I mean?
feel
Like cuddly monsters. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotta
Like,
take
yeah.
one jump. That's kind of sounded like
Jazz
that.
hands.
Jazz hands.
All right, but it sounds great though. They are absolutely destroying this song.
Yeah, beautiful, man. Yeah, they're killing it.
I'm dead serious. This is phenomenal.
This sounds like
This is
a
crazy.
jazz session on steroids.
You know, it
know what
does.
I mean?
It does. It's funny, guys, because we've listened to some modern metal bands, and obviously this is prog rock, but we've listened to a lot of modern metal bands, even off the channel.
Right.
And I think just some of our sort of critiques for them is that it just feels messy. You know what I mean? It's like it's so much going on in the music, but for whatever reason, they're not connecting the dots in terms of just cohesion. And I can see the influence. Like I can see them being influenced by Rush. Like, well, Rush had a lot going on in their music, so we should be able to, we should be able to pull that off as well. And they're not quite pulling it off the
as
way
well
Rush
as Rush did it.
It's so much going on.
Yeah.
There's so many transitions, time signature changes, the drumming's complex, but yet it feels like a cohesive piece of work. And they just do it beautifully. It's really incredible. But I get why now that we see so many modern bands, what from our perspective, it just seems like what are they doing? Why are they going all over the place? It feels messy. It doesn't feel like it's fitting well. One section is meshing well, or they're giving us that sort of bridge into each transition. And I see why, because they're trying to copy Jordan and they don't got the fadeaway down pat.
Exactly.
This is phenomenal. That's it.
That was incredible, man.
Keep it going, baby. I'm gonna keep it going, baby.
And you know what I love about Rush, man? Like one of the staples of Rush's songs, like a signature Rush song, always brings back that original groove that they started with. Yeah. That and this song was that. They brought that back, and I love that they do that. That's one of the things I love about Working Man. Yeah, they bring that groove back. I'm like, that shit is. And if you guys don't know what we're talking about, for guys that are new to the channel,
watch the Working Man reaction.
Yeah, watch Working Man reaction, man. The audio wasn't as good then, so kind of we were still.
Boggles my mind that people still like, we want you to go back to the old. Why?
No, this is so much
better.
better.
Horrible. The audio was out. It's fucking terrible.
In true Rush fashion, they just bring the original groove back, and I just love that. I just love it, dude.
Love that as well. So.
Fire,
guys. For those of you who are familiar with the channel, who have seen our other Rush reactions, I mean, clearly we've enjoyed Rush, right? But sometimes when you listen to these bands, you hear like just the love and sort of the admiration and the appreciation for these bands, but you don't necessarily feel it on the same level as the subscribers do. You know?
Right.
And sometimes it's just because, listen, it's a different time. We weren't around during the time these bands were prevalent and this and that, so we don't necessarily always see the greatness in the same way that our subs do.
The
right?
impactfulness, yeah.
Yeah, and how impactful the band was, and just the overall the allure of a band, you know. And up until this point, we thought Rush was great. We're like, yeah, clearly they're great musicians. But to me, this is my opinion, this to me really embodied just how great they are. This to me was like, wow, okay, the light bulb went off. Like, no, they really are the truth.
Yep.
This was like, it's almost like we were watching Rush. We were watching like Tom Brady. It was like watching Tom Brady, you know, win a couple regular season games, and people were talking about how great this Tom Brady guy is, but you didn't see him making a miraculous comeback in the Super Bowl. I hadn't seen that yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And this was like that miraculous fourth quarter team down.
Yep.
And you just see him just bring it back. And this to me showcased that. Like, this is like, oh, so that's what they were talking
It's
about.
the aha moment. Like, yeah, they're really the truth.
This was that for me. And that's what all I have to say about it. I don't really have any critiques for this song, man. Outside of that, this was from start to finish. It was a 9-minute song, and I was captivated. And it didn't feel that way
because I couldn't wait to see what was coming next.
Shout out to our patrons for this didn't win the poll. You know what I mean? The other song won the poll, but shout out to our patrons for this one came in a really close second on the poll on Patreon. So shout out to our patrons for bringing this to our attention, and everyone, you know, hounding us for doing this one. I understand why, man.
Absolutely.
So that was awesome, man. So that's the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed that, please hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And also, guys, we do have a Patreon channel. If you're interested, it allows you to get exclusive access to our content. I'm George. That's Ryan, Lost in Vegas. We out.